Past the hour, and new and developing this morning, some tense moments at an Albuquerque skate park when witnesses say somebody opened fire on a group of people last night.
Yeah, police say a 15-year-old was shot in the ear. The shooter is still on the loose this morning. News 13's Catherine Mazzone is live at Tower Pond Park in southwest Albuquerque with what we know so far. Good morning, Catherine.
Good morning, Crystal. I'm here at 86th and Tower at the Tower Ponds Park, where this crime scene tape stuffed into a trash can is all that's left from the scene last night. Now, witnesses say that teen who was shot seemed like he'd be okay, but we're still waiting on an update from police.
A car rolls up and just starts shooting. Me and my homie Zay hit the floor, and then we started running behind the half pipe, and we hid inside of there.
Witnesses say it was a perfect night to go skating. They say there weren't too many people at the park aside from them and another group. They believe that other group was the target. Witnesses say it was just after 9 when the sound of gunshots rang out and they had to run for cover. They say those gunshots were coming from a black truck.
Just some confrontation going over here by the bushes and stuff. And next thing you know, I heard one of them when I was skating the half pipe. I heard one of them say that they oh, the truck's coming back, truck's coming back. And the next thing you know, you just hear the clips unloading, blah, blah, blah.
Now, police say there are no suspects at this time, but they are following several different vehicle descriptions at this time. Back to you.
All right, thanks, Catherine. Now, this is not the first scare we've seen at Tower Pond Park. We'll tell you more about the skate park's history coming up in our next half hour. Illegal street racing is keeping deputies busy on Friday. BCSO is keeping a close eye on a stretch of Montgomery near Eubank. Say it's a popular spot for drivers to go toe-to-toe on the road.
They just want to see how fast their cars go, and they'll challenge one another. But unfortunately, sometimes somebody loses control, and we got some really bad consequences.
So deputies arrested 2 men in Friday night's street racing sting. Just so you know, drag racing is a misdemeanor in New Mexico.
An accused thief who police say target is in jail this morning. According to a criminal complaint, this man stole more than $9,000 worth of fragrances, Beats by Dre gear, cameras and smartwatches from the retail chain. Police say William Ainsworth used a special key to get into the locked cabinets. He's accused of stealing from all 5 Albuquerque Target locations in the span of 2 months. You might remember Ainsworth 8 years ago. He stabbed and choked Roscoe the police dog while APD was chasing him. The dog survived. Ainsworth got prison time. Rio Arriba deputies were able to make a big bust on Friday morning. Officers say they got a routine burglary call and a witness spotted a getaway car. When police caught up to that car at a local bar, they say Johnny Sanchez and Jolene Campos Trujillo were inside along with a lot of stolen items.
We found everything from pigs to TVs to guitars to firearms.
The first people we arrested are the ones that were actually doing the burglaries.
The investigation didn't stop there. A search of a home led police to Jake Segovia and treasure trove of stolen stuff. It took 2 trailer loads to bring all the items back to the station. Authorities say there was more than $20,000 worth of stolen stuff, not including 5 safes full of heroin and cash.
We turn now to this. Roswell police are looking for a group of people who attacked a 21-year-old man, hurting him so badly he had to be treated at a hospital out of town. Police say the man was walking near the intersection of G Street and East Wells Street Wednesday night. That's when 2 women and a man hopped out of a car and beat him. Witnesses say the group got out of a dark-colored 1980s model 4-door Chevy. The suspects may have had a small child in the car with them as well. If you have any information, you're asked to call Roswell Police. New this morning, state police are investigating a deadly pedestrian crash over the weekend. According to state police, it happened early Sunday morning around 5:30 on I-10 just east of Lordsburg. Police say a semi going eastbound on I-10 struck a pedestrian walking on the right side. The pedestrian was pronounced dead on scene. The crash is still under investigation.
We'll turn now to news out of our nation's capital, where more names are being added in the race for president. This morning, 2 big names are expected to jump into the Republican race. Dr. Ben Carson is expected to make a formal announcement today. The retired neurosurgeon who has never held elective office may be announcing. Looks like Hillary Clinton may also not be the only female contender in the 2016 race. Former Hewlett-Packard CEO Carly Fiorina is also expected to make it official today. More than 7,000 people are confirmed dead in Nepal as the death toll continues to climb. But as the search continues for survivors, so does the work.
Which is what one Albuquerque man living in Nepal is doing right now.
He's always been for the underdog, and he's always been, if something needed help, he would be the one to be there.
So Dale is talking about her son Scott, a man who is the founder of the nonprofit organization, the Mountain Fund, based right here in Albuquerque. He and his team work to bring villages near Manku different care, including medical help. The group has set up their own tent city, housing hundreds of families there. Dale hopes that Duke City will adopt the village to help quickly turn things around for them.
New York City police officer Brian Moore remains in critical condition this morning after being shot in the head over the weekend. The man accused of doing that, shooting him, has been charged with 2 counts of attempted murder. Demetrius Blackwell allegedly opened fire on Moore and his partner when they stopped him on the street to question him. Blackwell is also charged with assault of a police officer and criminal possession of a weapon. Officer Moore is the 5th NYPD officer to be shot in as many months.